Hello, bonjour, Jiogwit. That's Irish Gaelic for hello. My name is Chris. St. Chris the Calvinist is my YouTube channel name. You can call me Chris if you want. You can call me St. Chris the Calvinist. I don't care. My name is Chris or Christopher, and as my YouTube channel name suggests, I'm a Calvinist. I am a Christian, born again Christian, and to be a bit more specific on what sort of Calvinism I adhere to, there is Presbyterian Calvinism, and then there's Reformed Baptist, or also known as Particular Baptist Calvinism. So, which kind of Calvinism do I adhere to? For any more learned theologians that might be wondering. In terms of paedobaptism or infant baptism for the layperson, I do not adhere to paedobaptism. Maybe I will later down the line because this is a Learn With Me channel, so I'm learning more about Reformed theology every day. And you guys will be following me on my journey with that, and on my journey with God, my faith, things of that sort, things of that ilk, if you will. A little bit about me. I'm 18 years old. I just graduated yesterday. Today is, of recording this, is June 14th. I just graduated on June 13th, West Hill High School in Connecticut. So, yay me. Yes, I do have long hair, but that's because I play a lot of music, and I grew my hair out in middle school, and once you start growing out, you commit, because it's a lot of effort and a lot of commitment for a guy to grow out his hair. So, women, when you ask us why don't we ever think of cutting her hair, or like, have you ever thought of like trimming it or something like no. Because ladies, you cut your hair and change your hair all the time. With guys, it's a commitment because we don't do that. That's not something we do. So if we choose to grow out our hair, we dedicate to that. So I will not cut my hair until I'm old and gray and it starts thinning. So I have to put my glasses on because I have to focus on the little black dot on the corner of my iPad so I can look at this and not my face. So, yes, my hair's a mess today, I understand that, but that's because it's hot and humid and dry at the same time in this room. So, yeah. So what am I going to be talking about in this? Oh, real fast to finish up the paedobaptist comment. I'm a paedobaptism comment, rather. I'm a Reformed Baptist, or a Particular Baptist, so a Reformed Evangelical, or an Evangelical Calvinist, if you will. I'm not Presbyterian. Although I seriously admire the works and teachings of R.C. Sproul, so I can appreciate Presbyterian teachings, just not Presbyterian doctrine on baptism. Other than that, those are my beliefs. I am a Calvinist, but not a paedobaptist. So, this is going to be a Learn With Me channel. The first few videos are going to be telling you what I know. It's going to be me teaching you. And then when I run out of stuff that I know and can teach you, the rest of the videos onward is going to be like I don't know if it's going to be daily or weekly or bi-weekly, where it's like a few videos a week, or something like that, or a few videos every few weeks. I don't know what that's going to look like yet. I just graduated, so I'm going to have a lot of time on my hands for a little while at least. So chances are it's probably going to be every other day, maybe bi-weekly, 2 or 3 times a week, I'd say, at least, out of a 7-day week. Well, I consider, and this is not like a Seventh-day Adventist kind of opinion. This is just a positive outlook kind of opinion, because Monday is miserable, so I consider Sunday to be my beginning of the new week, just because it's a more positive way of looking at it. Start the week worshiping God. I am not Seventh-day Adventist. I go to church on Sunday, but I consider that the beginning of my week. And you should too, because it's a positive mindset. Anyway, besides the point. So what are the materials we will be using in this YouTube channel if you wish to follow along with my learning and also my teaching for these first few videos, anywhere between 5 and 7 videos. I think up to after video 10 it's going to be a lot of me learning along with you guys and you learning along, or not me learning along with you guys, rather you guys learning along with me. It's going to be we will be doing the 3-book series. Well, not doing, but we will be implementing in our studies the 3-book series of Reformed Systematic Theology by Jill R. Beek, and other systematic theology books. We will look at material from John Owen, from R.C. Sproul, definitely R.C. Sproul, a lot of R.C. Sproul, big R.C. Sproul fan over here, not an idolater, but big R.C. Sproul fan. Some stuff from John MacArthur, and some stuff from Paul Washer and John Piper. A lot of Johns. Anyway, but in terms of the material I have at the moment, I just have Bibles. And, I also have Table Talk. So we will also use theology magazines and books, as I stated earlier, but above all, we will use the Bible. We'll also use a journal. Here I have a Lestadian journal, which I have respectfully written in script. I have very nice script in this one. Journal on it with a cross. It's got like nice, like dark reddish brown pages, like art gilding. It's very rough though. It's not smooth at all. It's not mirror gilding. It's rough gilding, but it's still very shiny. Very, very shiny, depending on the lighting that you're looking at it in. And it's a dot grid journal. Observe. So yes, I apologize for the potentially less than adequate video quality. I am doing this on a somewhat relatively old iPad. It still has a home button, so I'll let you make assumptions about that. In terms of what Bibles we'll be using, I have an ESV study Bible in my room, not the condensed version, the regular ESV study Bible. We'll use that. We'll use, as for translation comparisons and things of that sort in our studies, comparing ESV with the New King James Version. I have a New King James Version from Thomas Nelson with raised spine hubs because I'm a nerd and I like high quality Bibles. It's not a premium Bible, but it's got red letter. That's not an example of red letter. That's an example of red letter, as you can hopefully see in this lighting. There you go, there, red letter. I just so happened to open up to the book of Mark 10:43, Mark 9:49 through 10:43. So there's that. We'll be using that. We'll occasionally mess around with the NIV, but I'm not a big NIV fan because it alters scripture in the sense that it makes scripture gender neutral. So, for example, with the verse, you keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on you, for he trusts in you. Trust in the Lord your God, trust in the Lord forever, for the Lord your God is an everlasting rock. That is how it is translated directly from Hebrew. To be more gender respective, NIV decided that they were going to be petty. And after 1984, their future translations would always involve stuff like, you keep them in perfect peace whose minds are stayed on you, for they trust in you. Trust in the Lord forever, for the Lord your God is an everlasting rock. Yeah, they become gender neutral, and so they have altered scripture, because technically it's not like the altering of scripture, like altering of the message, so it's not like that, but it's petty, and I don't like that they compromised like that. Yeah. And that's not me being sexist, that's me sticking up for historical accuracy and grammatical accuracy to historical texts. I appreciate when something is done right, and I do not like, nor do I respect, when people make petty decisions just to appease the masses. So I'm not a big fan of modern NIV translations, though if I get my hands on a 1984 NIV, we will use that in Bible translation comparisons, because at least that's historically, grammatically accurate. And it is not gender neutral. Yeah. Just because it says you keep him in perfect peace, ladies, doesn't mean that God only brings peace to men. It's inferring that God can bring peace to women too, but back then, man was the common term for human beings. Mankind. That's what it meant. You keep him in perfect peace. You keep mankind in perfect peace. You keep a man in perfect peace. You keep a woman in perfect peace. A man in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you. Anyway, so it's enough lollygagging. It's been 10 minutes already. And the last thing we will use in terms of Bibles and Scripture, it's big ol' heavy. You can also get the condensed version of this, but I have the full version. I'm not trying to show off here. We will be using this quite extensively. The Study Bible. Oh, it's upside down. Sorry. The Reformation Study Bible with R.C. Sproul as the general editor. Told you I was a big R.C. Sproul fan. That didn't make as big of a thunk as I wanted it to. Hold on. Wait. It's soft leather. What do I expect? It's not like a hardcover. It's like boom, you know. And it's a very floppy fake leather. It's not like it's not like a firm fake leather like this, where it's like, you know, it's not like that. That was a nice thunk. Actually, that was not a good thunk. To be honest, I smacked it on the table. I'm sorry, I didn't do that to you. Right, let's get into things. So this first video was an introduction on the things we'd be using. The second video, which I will upload immediately after this, will be our first official Learn With Me video, where I teach you and you learn from me. It will be for those of us who, well, for those of you who are not as well, or maybe even not at all, acquainted with Calvinism and Reformed theology and Reformed perspectives of the Bible. And it will be going over total depravity, the first of the 5 points of Calvinism, or the 5 doctrines of grace, if you will. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this channel. I hope you enjoy the content. If you enjoyed this video of me being wacky and weird and showing you all the stuff that we'll be using, which you do not need, you can just use your Holy Bible and just follow along with me. But it would help if you have this supplies. But once again, this is not required. And it's not like this is like some online seminary or whatever. This is just, if you want to learn with me, then get this stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching this and taking the time out of your day to watch this. May God bless you and keep you, and may his face shine upon you. Blessings. See you guys in the next one in a few minutes, basically.